Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to do bicep curls without hurting your wrist. All right, I've worked with a lot of guys over the years that have tendonitis or pain in this part of their wrist when doing bicep curls. All right, so I'm gonna show you some things you can do to alleviate that pain. But first, you need to realize that it's not always the bicep curls that are starting and initiating that pain, all right? It's not necessarily what's causing the pain. A lot of it could be from different hand grips when you're doing back rows. A lot of back work, pull downs, bent over rows, even bench press can be harmful for your wrist if you're using the wrong grip. So keep that in mind. Typically what I like to do, especially, it could be caused from a lack of mobility in your wrist or just overuse, bending the flexion and extension, which is causing a lot of tendonitis inflammation. So it kind of depends on what the cause is. However, if it's bothering you, what I'm gonna recommend is change your grip when you're doing your back. When you're doing back rows, pull downs, go with a neutral grip, all right? Palms facing one another. Do that with all of your pull downs, back rows. That's gonna help initially alleviate some of that stress from your wrist, okay? Now, I know we're not working on that stuff now. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on with your wrist, what's causing it, so I'm giving you some other solutions, some other things that could be causing it. All right, the next thing I'm gonna recommend, do away with the barbell curls for now. Not necessarily forever, just for now until you start working on the wrist mobility. And one thing I do want to point out when you're doing barbell curls, a lot of people, when you curl the weight up to this point, you'll sit there and flex those wrists as well. That's the last thing you want to be doing, especially if you've got any kind of issues going on here, all right? So it's actually okay. You want to be pretty locked in here, but it's actually okay if you even get into extension a little bit. Bring your hands down, your knuckles down slightly. That's gonna help alleviate some of that pain also. But the problem with the barbell is you're in a fixed position. Unless you are doing a perfect barbell curl in this exact same position all the time, then you're gonna be torquing your wrist a lot of different directions. I'll show you what I mean. One big benefit when you're working barbell curls, a lot of people tend to go wide, and you also go very narrow, okay? Just keep in mind, the more narrow your hands are, the more of the outer bicep you're gonna be working, and vice versa. The more wide, the more of the short head you're gonna be working, the inside of the bicep. So it's okay to work different angles and variations, but not necessarily when you're doing a straight bar. And I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna demonstrate this real quick. All right, got a straight bar here, and let's take a wide grip. If I'm gonna work wide, all right, I want you to just watch me real quick, and then I'm gonna show you something here in a minute. All right, there's wide. You can kind of see where my wrists are, how they're already twisting. All right, now we're gonna go with a narrow grip. Working narrow, more of the long head of the biceps. Again, wrist are twisting, okay? I'll show you what I mean more clearly without the bar. All right, when I'm out here working wide, all right, you see me going wide? Well, the bar is keeping my hand flat. My wrist is being forced to turn, putting a lot of tension and stress on the wrist. Same thing when you're coming in. The bar is keeping your hand flat, which is putting a lot of strain on your wrist. All right, so what I'm gonna recommend, do away with barbell curls and then go strictly for now with dumbbell curls. All right, now let me show you the difference. You can still work wide, all right? But when you're working wide, the thing you wanna focus on is keeping your palm in line with your shoulder, okay? Here's a wide curl. My palm is going up towards my shoulder. Here's a narrow palm towards shoulder. Okay? You can see what I'm doing. Here's the difference. If you're going wide with the barbell, back to the wide, your palm is actually out this way. Can you see that? How it's turned? It's not going towards my shoulder at all. Same thing when you come in. Your palm is going towards your chest because you've got the bar in a fixed position. Palm is going towards the chest. Wrist is wanting to go towards the shoulder, so it's completely putting way too much torque on those wrists. So by doing the dumbbell, again, you're gonna get the same benefits by going close grip, palm, shoulder, neutral, just a standard palm, shoulder, and then wide palm to shoulder. All right, you can see you're getting really good work still. I actually prefer dumbbells even over the easy curl bar. A lot of people go straight from the straight bar to the easy curl bar, but most of the settings on the easy curl bar, you're gonna put you more to where you're working your brachialis, a little less emphasis on your biceps. You're still gonna place a ton of emphasis on your biceps when you're utilizing dumbbell curls. You can do dumbbell curls just regular standing like you just saw me do, but by doing that, also, initially it's probably still gonna hurt a little bit, especially if you've got tendonitis. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, you've gotta make changes in other areas of your exercises and body part lifting as well. So, because it's not just the barbell curls, just because you're feeling it in the barbell curls, doesn't mean that's the sole cause, and by eliminating that, everything's gonna be great, because you're still possibly gonna have the problem by doing other back exercises, all right? Because overhand grip, reverse grip, a lot of those grips on pull downs and rows, really hard on your shoulders. So for now, initially, you can get back to those, just work on a little wrist mobility, exercise work. That's gonna help a little bit. Also by taking some stress off of your wrist by using these dumbbells, it's gonna allow you to still grow your biceps without harming your wrists, because that's the goal when you get older. You wanna make sure you're able to do all of this stuff comfortably. You don't wanna be uncomfortable all the time. You don't wanna be in pain all the time. You don't wanna look good but feel bad, all right? I'm trying to get you to feeling even better than you look. Hopefully you look great and you're feeling even better than great. So keep that in mind, guys. But hopefully this video helped, because again, I've worked with a lot of men over the years that have that issue. And just by eliminating the barbell initially, you're gonna be able to help alleviate some of the strain on the wrist. By going with a neutral grip on a lot of your back work, that's gonna help as well. So also one other point I wanna make, I didn't want this to be a really long video, but the other point I really want you to focus on is your mind-muscle connection. If you're focusing on your mind-muscle connection, it's actually gonna force you to lower your weight a little bit. Lower the load. You're still gonna grow. You're still gonna get great strength benefits because you're focusing on your biceps when you're pulling and curling. All right? Just completely forget about the ego lifting. Don't come in here with 80-pound dumbbells trying to swing those things up thinking you're gonna be okay now. Lower the weight while you're trying to strengthen your wrists and get some of the inflammation down. Lower the weight and really use that time to focus on your mind-muscle connection. Really pay attention to your bicep. Make sure your biceps are doing all the work. All right? But all right, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys out, because I know it is a pain to work through injuries. So I want this to be something that's gonna benefit you guys. Also, we just released my Anabolic Arms program. It is a tremendous program. Gonna help you grow biceps, triceps, forearms, wrist strength, all of that stuff. So check it out, anabolicarms.com. We've also got a link in the description box. Click on that link, check it out, because that's another thing. Forearm work, grip work is in there. That's gonna help with some of the stress on your wrist as well. But all right, guys, that's all I got for you. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.